Hello everyone and welcome to Forever Sports and Forever Cricket. And some breaking news is that the Proteas are facing the risk of a ban from international cricket after the South African government came out and said that they are um, willing to intervene in matters at the moment, because obviously we know that Cricket South Africa is been embroiled in so many different controversies and issues over the past 12 months, and it's all sort of reached a boiling point. And at the moment, so much is just going on. We've seen Jacques Faul resign, we've seen Chris Nenzani resign, and we've just had the forensic report revealed, which implicated a bunch of the directors in various sort of mishappenings in and around the organization. And there's been a big pressure for all these sort of board members to step down. And with the last sort of month or two of just everything that's happened, we've seen that that SASCOC tried to get involved with CSA, and sort of demanding to see the report, and we're raising questions about what's going on within the organization and why there's so much mishap and everything like that happening. And the latest now is that Sports Minister Nathi Mthethwa has come out and said that Cricket South Africa have until the 25th of October, the 27th of October, 5 p.m. 27th of October, to issue a statement on why the South African Department of Sport and Recreation should not intervene and get involved within all the runnings of CSA, because there's just so much that is happening, and so much that is so much wrong that's apparently happened, so many accusations flying around, and it's just pretty much just a bit of a mess, to be honest. And the problem with that, and the major problem, is that the ICC, the International Cricket Council, has a very, very strict policy on non-government interference within CSA. And there's already been there's already that sort of standoff that we saw earlier, where there was that leaked report about CSA apparently only hiring black consultants going forward. And then there was a report that the ICC had sent a letter saying that if you continue down this road, they will seek to implement sanctions, because they are very very against and very sort of rigid in the fact that they say that no government interference should happen within CSA. And there's been lots of actual sort of mutterings and murmurings in the last few years about sort of our idea of where the idea of transformation and quota and stuff like that fit in within the world game, because even within rugby, there's always been this sort of strict policy that there cannot be any government interference within national sporting bodies and within national sporting teams, which South Africa has obviously always sort of gone against because of the background and the whole transformation agenda, which has been handed down to them by the Department of Sport and Recreation. So there's no way of avoiding it. And so should the Department of Sport and Recreation take over CSA and begin administration of CSA, it is very likely that the ICC would then place a ban on Cricket South Africa from the ICC itself, which would mean no international cricket for South Africa. That means the Proteas, one of the biggest teams in the world, would be banned from international cricket if this were to happen. And that's a bit of a disaster. I mean, and this comes just a day or two after the whole England came out and said that they need South Africa to come to England, financially. And CSA is in such a financial disarray, really, disarray. With all the sort of losses and various, and the COVID-19 is sort of like sent it over the edge, and there's just so much uncertainty, so much happening within CSA that the last thing they need, and last thing cricket within South Africa needs, is a whole government intervention, possible sanctions, and more negativity and more major issues within the union, because with domestic cricket set to get a little bit underway quite shortly. And there's as I said, it's always sort of reached a boiling point. And the whole sort of Mzansi Super League, the global T20 that fell out, that was sort of a culmination of a last ditch resort for CSA to try and keep players within the country, and to prevent this sort of brain drain, and to try and keep developing cricket within South Africa. And this would take everything back, because on the back of the whole fact that the Colpack deals will come to an end, in theory, it was going to be more easier than ever to try and keep players within South Africa. But if there's always a surrounding controversy around CSA, there's always so much happening within the body. There's going to be continued issues, and at the end of the day, we just want to see good cricket. We just want to see the Proteas playing some good cricket. We just want to see the domestic structures growing. And this just another obstacle that we're going to have to sort of take with another stride, because a ban would be I mean, and it could be a final nail in the coffin. There will be massive heads that have to roll. There would have to be an entire shake-up within CSA, and there's so many accusations going around about who's to blame and stuff like that. That this is just another sort of piece of this massive mess of a puzzle that is the CSA, or the downfall of CSA really. And yeah, so it's a massive few weeks about where CSA has to justify why the government shouldn't get involved, why they are capable of being able to sort out all the wrongs, overcome the forensic report. I mean, have to wait and see what happens. But there's some very worrying news, and we're just gonna have to wait and see and hope that they can come to an amicable solution so that we don't see the Proteas being banned. Because with the T20 World Cup next year, with so many players playing so well, if you're trying to find some negatives, the South African players are playing so well in the IPL. Abe de Villiers is in ridiculous form. Faf du Plessis is playing some of his best cricket. Kagiso Rabada looks like a whole different player at the moment. Andrew Flecky is taking some good, guidance from Rabada and also putting some good performances. Quinton de Kock starting to find some form. So many positives in terms of the players' performance. Now it's really time that the administration sorts itself out so that we continue growing South African cricket and we can try and sort of get ourselves back on track. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more exciting news. We do everything cricket, rugby, football on Forever Sports channel, and if you want to do anything cricket specific, then you check out Forever Cricket as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. As always, have a very, very good week, and I'll chat to you soon.